So the holidays are finally here, and Christmas is right around the corner. And I know that sometimes it can be hard to find ideas to fill out your Christmas list, so here are 100 of the best Christmas gift ideas. I have them all here on my phone, and we have the categories of YouTube gear, room decor, tech, clothing, and gaming/streaming gear. So starting out, I know that some of y'all want to get into YouTube or content creation, so here are a couple of different gift ideas for that. So starting out, we have cameras. The camera that I'm currently using is the EOS M50 Mark II by Canon. Another good budget option is the Sony ZV-E10, and if you're balling like that, then the Sony ZV-E1 is another amazing option. If you are going to get a mirrorless camera, I would definitely recommend getting a lens to go with it. A pretty good option is the Sigma 16mm lens, but make sure that you get the one for your camera because they are different mounting systems. Next are some good microphones. Here we have the D80D4 Mini, the Rode VideoMic Go, and those are a couple of shotgun microphones. But if you also wanted a wireless lavalier system, we have the Hollyland Lark M1s and the DJI wireless mics. Next, you're going to need yourself a few tripods. So we have a GorillaPod, the Manfrotto Pixie Evo, which is the one that I currently use, the KNF Concept tripod, and the Vanguard Alta Pro 2, which is the one I'm currently using right now. Moving on from tripods, we also have some lighting. I would recommend getting some soft boxes if you want really high quality studio lighting, but you can also go for more of like a ring light style. And for whenever you're filming on the go, I would recommend a pocket light. Next are some miscellaneous content creation items such as some SD cards and some extra batteries. And since you are going to be making content and YouTube videos and you're going to need something to edit with, I would recommend a Premiere Pro license and a Photoshop license. Next, let's move on to room decor. Starting off, you could go ahead and get some fake plants. A lake mirror is pretty cool. A grass rug just overall adds a really nice vibe to a room. A clothing rack. Clothing racks are a really good way to display clothes that you're really into and add a lot of personality to a room. RGB light strips. The ones that I currently use are from Govee, and I would definitely recommend these above all others. They're high quality, they're not too expensive, and you can get them in some pretty long lengths. A full-size mirror. Having a full-size mirror is really nice for whenever you need to check your outfit before you go ahead and leave the house, just to make sure you look presentable. A mini fridge. Honestly, I don't know what I'd do without my mini fridge. There's just something about having a cold bottle of water next to you at all times. Candles, a digital alarm clock, shoe display cases. You can usually find these pretty cheap and they look really good for displaying sneakers. The IKEA pegboard, box shelves, dressers, 3D wall panels, skateboard decks, RGB floodlights. I have a couple of RGB floodlights in my room. I have one right here shining up on this wall, and then I actually have one right behind me shining up onto this wall. Cause figures. If you are going to get a cause figure, I would definitely recommend just looking on Amazon for some cheap ones because they do have pretty good designs and you don't have to break your bank just to try and get one. Sheets and comforters. Now, I know that asking for sheets or comforters for Christmas doesn't really seem like a good idea, but having a really nice minimalistic sheet and comforter set is just so nice, and it will definitely make the vibe of your room 10 times better. Next are some coasters, because you always want to protect your desk whenever you have drinks at your setup. Moving on from room decor, now we have some tech. For a couple of headphones, I would definitely recommend the Sony XM4s. They are by far some of the best headphones I have used. They are over-ear, so if you're not into that, then the Apple AirPods are definitely a good choice as well. Both of these options have amazing noise cancellation, and I would definitely recommend these for anybody that wants to get themselves a good pair of headphones. Moving on from that, we also have keyboards. There are two that I genuinely like to go for, and the one that I'm currently using is the Apex Pro Mini, but you could also get something like a high ground board, which are probably by far some of the best keyboards on the market. A wireless charger, AirTags. AirTags are always good in case you're always losing your wallet or pretty much just anything around the house that you need to keep track of. An Amazon Alexa, a Bluetooth speaker, Nanoleafs, essential oil diffuser. The one that I currently have is from Asakuki, and I would definitely recommend this one. It's 500 milliliters and it will last a long time. A smartwatch. Usually a couple of good choices are Apple or Samsung. I would definitely recommend sticking to these two brands. A new laptop. If you're an Apple fanboy like me, then of course a MacBook Pro or Air are the best ways to go. However, if you do like a Windows interface, then something from Asus will work just fine as well. You can never go wrong with some RGB light bulbs, a USB hub, and a long phone charging cord. Moving on from all the tech gift ideas, let's go ahead and get into clothing. We're gonna go ahead and rapid fire some of these, so make sure that you keep up. Graphic tees, basic solid tees, crew necks, sweatshirts, cargo pants, joggers, gym wear. If you're gonna go gym wear, I would definitely recommend anything from Young LA. They have some amazing options and it's very high quality. Flannels, puffer jackets for whenever it gets cold, socks. If you're gonna get socks, I would definitely recommend Nike. They look by far the best and they feel the best and they're very comfy and they're just overall a good option. A new backpack, a new new side bag, tote bag, jewelry. I currently am wearing a necklace here, and I also have a ring on. Some kind of cologne, not Axe, and maybe some new shoes. The shoes that a lot of people like to wear, and definitely some that I recommend, are Nike Dunks, Air Forces, Jordan 1s, the Adidas Sambas, or the New Balance 550s. Oh, and also don't forget a good pair of Crocs. Now, I know that there are probably some of you that want to get into gaming or streaming, and here are a couple of options for you. So starting off, you might need a good microphone, and the microphone that I'm currently using is the Shure MV7. As you can tell, it sounds pretty good. But if you don't want to go for something like this, then you could also get something like the Blue Yeti or the Rode PodMic. And if you do get an XLR version of a microphone, which is basically this 3-prong cable that comes out the back of a microphone, then you're going to need an audio interface, and something like the Wave XLR is definitely an amazing option. A Gutsy Aiden mousepad, the Logitech G Pro Superlight for your mouse. I currently have the second version, but the first version is just as good. You might also need some aftermarket mouse skates for your mouse, and the ones that I recommend are either Tiger Ice mouse skates or Glass Super Glide mouse skates, which are the ones that I currently use. A new gaming monitor. I would definitely recommend anything 165 Hz or more whenever it comes to something like this. A secondary or third monitor. If you are going to get a second or third monitor, anything 60 Hz and below is perfectly fine. You don't need anything fancy for these. A mic arm to hold the microphone whenever you're using it. The one I'm currently using is from IX Tech, but you could also get something like the Blue Compass or the Elgato mic arm. A new headset. If you want to go wireless, the SteelSeries Arctis 7 Pros are probably the best way to go. And if you're alright with a wired headset, anything from SteelSeries or these HyperX Cloud 3s will work just as well. An ergonomic chair. If you're going to get a chair, please stay away from the gaming chairs, alright? They're out of style, they're uncomfortable, and they will not last very long. I would recommend an ergonomic chair from either Sihu or Mavix. A new desk. The desk that most streamers and content creators go for is the IKEA Ekbacken countertop paired with the Alex drawers. This overall just provides a really sturdy desk for you to use, and it's just overall a good option. It is a little bit pricey, so if you did want to go for something like a standing desk, those usually can range anywhere from $165 to $300. A new controller. Of course, Xbox or PlayStation are good choices, but you could also go for something like a Scuf Impact. A webcam. Now, if you're like me, then you'll definitely know what the Logitech C920 is. It's a pretty good webcam, and it's budget friendly, but if you did get a new camera and you want to use that camera as a webcam, then an Elgato Cam Link is by far the best choice that you can go for. Some case fans. Now, if you're like me and you have a custom built PC, then I would definitely recommend getting some really cool looking fans for your case. The ones I personally recommend are the Lian Li Uni fans, and they are by far the best choice, and you don't have to worry about having a bunch of cables coming out your fans. And last but certainly not least, a Stream Deck. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this here's the first video that you have seen by me, please do like, subscribe, and comment down below if y'all want to see more content like this. I really hope that this video gave you some ideas about what you might want for Christmas or about what you might want to get for other people for Christmas. And with that being said, I hope that y'all have a good rest of your day.